Biafran Evangelist, good morning. Viewers, you're welcome to my channel today. One Nigeria will stand. Anybody that is against one Nigeria is against the North. Anybody that is against one Nigeria is against the Fulanis. This is a statement coming from the Sultan of Sokoto himself. Amidst the insecurity happening in Nigeria currently, to the extent that the United States President, in person of Donald Trump, has asked all his delegates, all its citizens, to leave Nigeria because of the insecurity. And someone somewhere still stands in saying that Nigeria remains one. Biafra Evangelist, I would like to know, what would you have to say in the midst of all this?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from, irrespective of your time zone. I remember my humble self, one and the only is Nachi Benjamin Johnson, the aka the Biafran Evangelist. One and the only, we are not two. God bless you this morning. Thank God for this view, and thank God that we are alive today to receive the fresh air by the special grace of God. My beloved brother, one Nigeria is because of the Igbos and the resources in Igbo land and the mental structures and blessings and favor that God has blessed Igbo man with. That is what makes Nigeria one. And that is why you see Igbo people, they are the only one practicing one Nigeria. There is no other tribe that practice one Nigeria in Nigeria. And that the belief of that one Nigeria by the Igbos tribe that makes Igbos invested their money majorly outside the Igbo land. They invested their money majorly outside the Igbo land, because they believe in one Nigeria. But to look at the way that others are treating the Igbos, that is why. And look at the way Nigerian government is treating the Igbos and treating the Igbos affair, Igbo side. Mention, please, my beloved brother, mention one particular thing that is that comes from the Federal Republic of Nigeria as a strength of development in the eastern region. Mention one. Even as I speak to you, do you know that every ship whatsoever cargo that passes to Lagos State here go through the Igbo region? Before in 1970s, in the 80s, how many Igbos are in Lagos? Because all those seaports we are functioning in the eastern region. But look at the way they shut it down to make sure that they starve and they deny us every of our fundamental as citizen obligation rights to just develop their place. And we still accept it and bring that development, and yet they are still angry because what they expected to be happening against the Igbos is not happening. That is why they are telling you one Nigeria, because they know what it is, that if Igbos should exit Nigeria today, there will be no Nigeria. They will have a lot of things to lose in terms of brain, in terms of technology, in terms of development, which I have said it before. And that is why he's telling you that one Nigeria is non-negotiable by Sultan of Sokoto. And two, he stands to lose 23 oil well, which he had in Delta, if there is any division. You see why he's fighting? He's fighting to maintain and to keep his oil well flowing. That's why he's telling you one Nigeria. And regard to the Donald Trump case, you know, when they came with Christian genocide, Nigerian government denied all the genocide that is going on in Nigeria. And they decided to send delegates. And they have sent delegates. You know, Nigerian, American foot men are in Nigeria already. You can see what is happening. Despite the shakara, let me use the word, the shakara that American government, military, shakara Nigeria in December 2025. You understand? That 2024 to 25 night, that bomb that they threw, was it in Sokoto, but it's northern Nigeria, either in Sokoto, yeah, in Sokoto. Then Trump made a statement. He just did that in order to just put fear, so that they can stop the killings or the rubbish that they are doing. Yet, instead of them to fear and stop, they even increase. That's why Donald Trump made this statement clearly that these people are not even afraid. And now, as it is now, look at the way our generals, the other time was Umba, and the other time was this thing. That's after yesterday, another general has been killed with the other 11 soldiers. In fact, these people are taking the battle to what? To the military camp, to barrack. Imagine, to barrack. That is where they are taking the matter to. That is to tell you how serious this agenda is and how unserious Nigerian government is to address the matter, the issue. And every government and every country and a leader of a nation who cares so much for the life of his citizen will definitely withdraw his citizen from a country that don't value lives, like Nigeria. They don't take security serious. So definitely, your people that are there, they are risking their life. So they have to go. That's exactly what Donald Trump has done. He loves his own citizen. He doesn't want to lose any of his sons or daughters in the name of Boko Haram terrorism acts in Nigeria, which Nigerian government are the ones sponsoring it, based on the fact of what Sheikh Gumi said, that any negotiation he attended, he didn't go there alone. He used to go there with Nigerian police and army. Who signed those people to him? Nigerian government. So that means the Bola Ahmed Tinubu government, Nigerian government, are the one partnering and sponsoring the insecurity in Nigeria. That is what it means. And himself will not risk his own children, his citizens. That's why Dabiri, you can see the journalist, the little boy Dabiri whatsoever. He has traveled back to UK after the incidents of just killing, which he covers up. You understand? After that, he saw it that these people are not ready to stop it. In fact, the thing is increasing more and more. So they have to go. It's a normal thing. But not only that, that gives you the impetus and the right, showing you and indicating that to you and I that something is fishy. I want to educate the Igbos, the Biafrans now.
Something is fishy.
Something is fishy. And what is that is fishy? I want to tell you today. The name Biafra, they don't want to come in official note of Biafra because the British have spoiled that name called Biafra. They have used it to poison. When you make mention of Biafra now, it's a poison in the heart of both Nigeria and international bodies. Do you understand? So, because of the work of the British, that is why them, America, in person of Netanyahu and Donald Trump, want to come to Nigeria. They did not come with the name Biafra. They enter with this name called Christian genocide. And who are the 99 or 100% Christians in Nigeria? They are the Biafrans. And that is the people they are coming for. And let me just tell you now, for your information, they are not going to give us in the name of Biafra, our freedom. They are going to give us in the name of another name, which at the end of the day we will now return it back to Biafra because we want to gain what we want. We will not use that Biafra. And that is why over there you see them united, they are changing names. Do you understand? Don't be surprised they are coming and they may end up after he withdraw his own citizen. You understand? So the next coming will be the coming of regarding to what pursued Nnamdi Kanu into Sokoto prison today. So it may likely come up maybe eastern region, as we know before, of Nigeria Republic. Then maybe after a while we will now return it back to our original struggle. Because if he should come with the name Biafra, non-Christian genocide, the world, when he shall present it, even in the house or in the parliament of Israel, they will see it with a bad omen, as a result of what the British have established in their memory. Do you understand? But the way he comes, look at it, he say Christian genocide. That is why in the Congress, you and I witnessed and saw how they were seriously debated on it and they condemned the killing. Do you understand? And you go to the parliament, see the way of Israel, see the way they kick against it, and they voted for the favor of the Christians sitting in Nigeria. And who are those Christians? The Biafrans, the Igbos. You see the strategy. So I'm using this avenue and this opportunity to educate and to enlighten our fellow Biafrans, our mothers, fathers, uncles, my younger ones. Educate you people the more, because whether Biafra will stand, yes, but it may not likely stand as Biafra at first. It may stand with another name. maybe Eastern Republic. Do you understand? Or any other name. Then after a while, we will now come back to original name, which is Biafra. That is the platform we use to fight for the struggle. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is aware of even this that I'm telling you. And some veterans that are in America is aware of this. In fact, most of them are even pushing for what I'm just telling you now.
Thanks for that information, Biafran evangelist. Now, with this statement that Donald Trump has made, there is jubilation in Igbo land that this is a positive sign for the Biafran struggle, that Biafran struggle is about to end and success is about to follow. Do you think they are right with the jubilation that is happening currently about the statement of Trump asking their citizens to leave Nigeria?
Yes.
What do you have to say that about
yes,
that?
the jubilation, they are right, because asking their citizens and everything, they have withdrawn even the ambassador to leave Nigeria. It means that Nigeria is no longer a safety place for humanity, especially a safety place for Christians, except if you are not a Christian. And even if you are not a Christian, you are a Muslim, your own kind of Muslim must be in the platform of jihadists. Do you understand? And if you are not in that platform, definitely your life is at stake. So he is not ready to risk any life in Nigeria. So that is why he said he did what he did. And when he shall come for the freedom of the Christians in Nigeria as a result of the genocide, his own, because there will definitely the Fulanis, the terrorists, the jihadists, those who intend to by fire by force to Islamize Nigeria, definitely they will react. So he doesn't want to risk a life of Americans. That's why he did what he did. Because he will definitely come. I'm assuring you this.
Okay, well said, Biafran evangelist. There is an agenda on the air currently concerning the appeal case of Nnamdi Kanu. Perspectives are coming out that Bola Ahmed Tinubu might want to use Nnamdi Kanu release as an agenda for the 2017 election. Ambition.
Politically.
Politically. Is that the right thing to say? Is it going to happen that way, or what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, my beloved brother, I must be honest. That is the mindset or the thinking ways of every political or every politician in Nigeria, in person of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They always believe that they have sense and they are more wiser. You can see what is happening. How he's busy carrying all governors to himself, bringing everybody to himself, in the name of by fire by force. He want to continue ruling Nigeria. Yes, he might be thinking that, and he may be processing towards that direction, but the Eastern people are not fools. We are not animals. No, we are not animals. The years has gone where you just push us anyhow. We have take our stand, or you come and play on our intelligence. No, the years has gone. The only person that will tell us something, what we want to hear now, is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Even if you release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, first and foremost, who sentenced him there? No be you. So what do you now want to present to us now that we look so new or so energizing or so enticing that we have not experienced before? Biafra has gone through all odds. There is nothing new in our face again. So releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu can never make us, the Biafrans, to give him vote. Are you hearing me? For him to even get Mazen Nnamdi, did he see? Let me just be honest. Now I realize that the people we are fighting are not even the Fulanis, but the Yorubas.
Yorubas?
Yes. Why did I say so? I will tell you. Did Nnamdi Kanu have issue with Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
No.
Did he criticize Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
No.
What has he done to Yorubas? But why is it that now Yoruba man got sentenced them to prison? The Fulani man that kidnapped him, which Tinubu is involved, they kidnapped him from Kenya and they brought him to Nigeria. In Nigerian courts, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu defeated the late Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari handed him over. He did not sentence him to death, life imprisonment. Do you understand? He just allowed him to stay with the DSS before he died. Now, a Yoruba man now came with the trick and wayo mentality. Okay, he want to visit the case. Look at the camouflage, the chameleon system of that judiciary, which your motor son cooked and came up with. At first, playing a game with the Nnamdi Kanu as if he want to stand upright. At the end of the day, look at that. You know, that is why they are called Yariba. They are not straightforward. They are like this. You understand? And that is why he landed in Sokoto, in prison, over nothing. Where is the law? And according to the law of the nation Nigeria, the person you want to condemn or you want to sentence to death or to prison, life imprisonment, must be present before you announce it. Was he present in court? No, Nnamdi Kanu was outside when he made that pronouncement. And it's against the law. It's just that Nigeria they don't obey the law. They don't have court. He must be present. And two, you must prove it to him constitutionally where your verdict is coming from, where your judgment, where you are strengthening, which section and which subsection did you use? Where is it? The written law, where is it? There was no written law, no document. A man, the British custodian of law said, a country where there is no law, there is no offender. You understand? Even in this 21st century, where there is no law, there is no offender. So there is no way you can persecute Nnamdi Kanu over a situation whereby there is no law. But they did it out of hatred, out of envy and strife. Then now you want to come. Why didn't you intervene? Why didn't you tell the DSS to leave him as soon as you assume office? That is how to play the game. I'm going to subscribe that thing. There is no case there. This young man, Nnamdi Kanu, come, I want to see you. You talk what you want to follow him and talk. Both of you will remain and keep it there. Then you play your card very well. But now you sentence him. At the end, you are coming now expecting the Biafrans to cast vote. Are we fools? For that alone, he will not die from the eastern region. The Igbos will never give him vote. If you like to free Kanu, if you like, don't free Kanu. But I want to assure Tinubu, Yoruba, that one day Nnamdi Kanu will be out of prison.
Thank you very much. You heard it all. Yeah.